Yo, what is really good? How you guys feeling? How you guys feeling? All right. This is our first ever producer stream. Clap it up. Clap it up. We need like a fake clapper. We need a audience, fake audience. Yeah, so we're kind of winging things today because I just set this up. We got a few submissions. If you do want to submit, what's up, homie? Narquilla, how you doing? Whoever's in here, welcome in, welcome in. If you guys want to submit your tracks, it doesn't matter if they're finished. It doesn't matter what genre. It doesn't matter what part, what stage of the production you're at. We will take a look at them. We will listen together. We will comment on it. We will not be disrespectful. These are all work in progresses. We're all been there. I don't expect finished product, but if you got something really good, send it too. We'll take a look at it. Yeah, so I thought it would be good to start doing some of these streams. I would really love to have other producers sit in. We'll do like Zoom calls or like Discord or whatever. By the way, I will make a Discord link in a second if you guys want to join that. Yeah, and we'll just look over some of your music, and then if you guys have any questions about certain things that I'm commenting and how to fix these things, or whoever is commenting or whoever is addressing a certain issue with your mix or with your song or whatever, any question is a good question. There's no stupid questions. I have only been producing for like 4 years, and I remember jumping into one of these streams and I was so clueless. They were like, you need to use reference tracks. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? You know, like, so for me at the time, you know, to them it was a stupid question. For me at the time, it was a very valid question. So there's no stupid questions in the stream. You guys feel free to ask literally anything. The DAW we'll be using, if you guys do want to go over some stuff, is Ableton Live 12. That is the DAW I am most compatible with, most knowledgeable in. So, but this stuff applies to pretty much any DAW. You got to know how to do it. So yeah, how do you guys feel? Thank you. Yeah, so we could dive into it. We could listen to some of my stuff. We could listen to your stuff. I think if we have Steve in the chat. Okay, so we're going to go by... Oh, Narquilla, good shit. Oh, this is Monty. What's up, man? Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for submitting. Oh, we got a bunch from you. Okay. All right. So let's just start there. Let's start with you guys. Ooh, the track has not been found. Okay, let's try another one. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys. Oh, I'm muted. I'm so sorry. Okay. Shit. I'm so sorry, guys. See, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out. I'm just trying to change the chat colors. Probably when I changed from here to here. Let me see if this one works. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right. Somebody say something in the chat. I want to see if it changed colors. Is it working? Oh, it's like really thick now. Fuck. All right, we're gonna change that to like this. Save. And then when we go to this, into our SoundCloud, yeah, that's way better. Okay, see, now I could see the chat, and you guys could see the chat. We are figuring it out. Dude, this freaking little star is really bothering me. Freaking piece of shit star. Like, I don't want it to go away, but I don't want it in my eye. We are figuring things out as we go. Fuck it. Let's ride. All right, so let's listen to this track. Let's listen to the track. I will mute myself, and then just remind me to unmute myself because I will forget. Let's ride. Here we go. Wow. Fabulous. Okay, hold on. Ooh, what was that? That was about to be some shit too. Yo, that was really cool. That was a really intense and creative. So I love the creativity of the song because it's not like anything. It's not like you can't even compare this to anything. I'm sure there's music out that's similar, but I mean, like in the popular world, 2 years ago too, dude. Come on, let's get this shit done. I do have some comments on it. This is only to help you. I hope you still have, like, because 2 years ago, I don't even know where those projects are for me. So I hope you still have your project from 2 years ago. Oh, that's fine. I mean, it depends what you want to do with it, right? So we're going to get into these things. Like, what does referencing music means, and like what is your goal? Like, so you need to figure out what your goal is, right? So if you're a house DJ and you're making this kind of music, that's probably not your goal, but it is really, really fucking cool. You should not make this kind of music. You should do whatever the fuck comes to your mind, you know? But the thing about it is, if you are trying to go somewhere and like you have a goal, let's say it is to like sign to this label, or you're trying to like travel the world and like maybe tour, whatever, we all need to like basically create a structured plan on how we're going to do that. If you're a house DJ and then a touring manager goes to your Spotify and then sees this, they're going to be like, I don't know if I should book him for this festival because this festival is mostly house music, let's say, or techno or whatever it is, right? So, but that's okay. This is super creative, and I appreciate that more than someone like making some generic ass shit, which we're all guilty for. And so the bright side is you're fucking letting out your creativity, which I appreciate more than anything. But when it comes to like making something out of it, it is a cruel, fucked up world where you do have to kind of fall in line with certain things. And so I'm not going to comment on the reference part because this is so creative. This is so like unique, and like I could tell was like very to you, like very true to you, that I'm not going to even talk about referencing with this. I'm only just going to give you some mixing advice to like maybe help you get it in a place where you're more happier with it if you still have the project, because I don't know where my 2-year-old projects are. Sometimes I change computers, like it's somewhere in my Google Drive. I don't even know. But anyways, yeah, let's get into it. I took down some notes. So the beginning part, like somewhere here, there's like some 808s. Those 808s, they're pretty close, but I think some of them are out of key. Some of them are like the notes are not like super perfect. Maybe I'm not hearing them that well, but this intro is really cool. Maybe shortened it, because you maybe make it 1 instead of 2, because there's a second part right here. You could possibly add that little like howl choir sound in the front, and then make it so you'll be skipping out on like a whole minute of music, which is good because our audience in today's world gets really bored really quick. We all do. Like we're so fast and all this stuff. 5 minutes and 41 seconds is not that bad, but sometimes people send me songs that are like house music, right? And it's like 8 minutes long. I'm like, dude, no one's going to listen to an 8-minute house music song, especially on Spotify. On Spotify, bro, the attention span is like 3 minutes tops. I swear to God, like you cannot do intros and outros, and you need to have a radio edit and all that stuff. With that being said, maybe you could shorten this section. The 808s are cool. I like it. It's very like trappy. I don't know if every note is in key, so definitely check that out. The way I check for like stuff in key needs to hit right away. Sadly, yeah, that's definitely just production 6 months. Okay, so yeah, yeah. I mean, not right away. Definitely give them a story, but keep in mind that people will literally just like hear it and go, okay, what's next? Hurry up. Like, you know, up to you. Totally up to you. Don't have to take any of this advice. So 808s in key, check that. The way I do that is like I'll take the samples and I'll be like, because I'm pretty sure that piano is a sample and the singing, the vocals are a sample that you got from somewhere. Like usually I would check in and see what they are. If I don't know what they are, you could use Antares. It's a auto-tune plugin that you pay for like yearly. It's a little expensive, but it comes with like all these things, and one of them is an auto key detector, and I just throw that on, and then it basically tells me like what scale it's in, and it's usually pretty good because that's all that plugin does. If you don't have that plugin, you could use Ableton's tuner, just throw that in, see what notes are like hitting the most, or just take an EQ and then like stop it at the peaks and look at the peaks. Anyway, that's one way to figure out what key your samples are in. So now let's get to this part. Okay, so my first problem with this whole thing, and this could be like a taste thing, is the kick is not loud enough. You need the kick, like in my opinion, I want that kick slicing through everything. So like whether it means I gotta carve it out or the name of the plugin, I will put it in the chat. Terrace. The thing that sucks about these, oh my god, fucking autocorrect. Terrace. I'm gonna actually put in a link. How about that? Let me pull up the stream. See, we're figuring things out. I need to know what I need to have up, what I don't need to have up. And we'll take it from there. Okay, whoa, this is crazy. Right. This is crazy. All right, let me see. Yeah, the stream looks kind of shitty. Unless that's my Wi-Fi. The plugin is called... This stuff is so good for like vocals and stuff. Okay. Oh my god, we got 6 people in here. What's up, guys? Welcome in. Yeah, so this plugin is really cool. It comes with a bunch of stuff. So you could do like a monthly subscription here. You could do like a whole license. I think this is what I did, but then it goes away after like I don't even remember. I signed up for it and like it was $100 and something a year, but then if you don't pay, like then the plugins, like you can't use them anymore. I hate that they do that. Like, why can't we just buy plugins like we used to? Everything's a subscription now. It's like I got to keep up with it. All right, the next thing that's bothering me is this fucking thing. It's too big too. Let's choose like a little one. There we go. I think this is better. Okay. Oh wait, I didn't save it. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, I'm getting out of there. Getting out of here. No more stream stuff. Okay, so kick is not punchy enough. Like it's short and nice and I like it. But I think it could like be a little louder, and then so the bass I think needs to be lower in all parts. Also, like you wanna, like the intro is fine, but like you see how much louder this section is to this one. This is supposed to be your meat and potatoes. This is your like drum and bass. This is the energetic part. This is not. So make sure that this is not as loud as this. But then when you do get here, that bass and the synths are like really, 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 and I know it feels good. I know it sounds nice when you're in the studio. But just keep in mind that if this is ever to be played on a big system, it will fucking hurt some people. So like that's fine. The kick should be louder here. Right there. That's too loud. Like that bass needs to come down and sit like under the kick. Let the kick be the the deepest part of your sub, and then that should either sit right under the kick or just EQ it out, but also lower it. The kick should be way louder than that. And that should, all right, so this is the way I do it. I'll open up my Scrableton. So the way I would do it is, I'm going to open up any project. I'll give you guys a little bit of, so we're figuring it out. It drowns everything out. Yeah, I mean, in a way, like it needs to be very balanced. But your kick, in my world, like in the tech house world, or like house or techno, kick is the most loudest. And I feel like in drum and bass, it is not the most like attentive thing, but it needs to punch through because that's your sub. So the way I do it is I'll open up my span. Why is it so fucking big? I guess I was working with someone. I'll open up this, and I will press play on like one of the big parts. Right? So I want to look. I'm looking where my kick is, and usually I want my kick at like -42. You see these like loops or whatever they are. -42, and then everything else should be a little bit below it. Like little by little, it should be like under or near -42, and then that will equal out to like a -6. So like if I put my line right here, my kick is like boom, touching, and then that's my bass right here. They're not together. They're not the same person. So these are things to think about when you're like mixing at the end. You don't want things louder than your kick. You want it cute and punchy and not too fucking big, unless you're doing like hard techno and stuff. But focus on your kick. Your kick should also be in key. We'll talk about that another time. All right. So what else do I have for you? Bass is too loud. Sub bass. Sub bass is in those parts. The sub bass is like way in the way of your kick. So that is gonna be my biggest issue with this track. And I hope it helped you a little bit. Definitely, if you do reference some stuff, very simple. I'll just do like a insert audio track, and then just drag and drop a song, and then make sure it's like the same speed as your song. And then I just kind of look at where things are happening, and I try to follow that lead. And then I create these little markers like break, drop, psych, break, trap, boom, like, right? Like, so I referenced something to put those things in. I didn't just like blindly guess, which is fine because I had a motive with this song. This song was for a label. Like, I wanted to make a remix for a label. So if you want to like get some more insight, you definitely should reference. And then by referencing, you could not only reference arrangement, you could reference how loud things are too. And for that, we use this span spectrum, which is free. Dude, I love that. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, that song, Pure Expression, is so much more cooler than fucking creating some generic ass shit. I'm sorry, but it is. The sad part is like those people get somewhere, the generic people, and then the other people don't. And it's so sad. It's so fucked up, but this is how the world is. All right. Kimmy, do we have you in the chat? I think you're in the chat. Let's see if this works. No. Okay. So you guys might have to resend these tracks. I don't know if you like, are they private? They should be fine. What if I like copy it? Copy link. Let me try this. No, nothing's popping up for that. So they are, I understand, but it still should work. Like, mine is a private link. Let's see. That should work. Yeah. You see, like, this one worked. Something's up with the link stuff. But we got, who else do we have? Pete Dubs. Let's try some Pete Dubs. Let's see if Pete's works. Why is this happening? Okay. I wonder why this is happening. The link that it generates from private links need to be shared through the share button. Okay, okay. So, okay. Okay, 1 second. Anyone trying to send music, just put it here. Just send it to my email, please. Or how can we do it? Because I've seen people do it like how I... So that song that you sent, that wasn't private? Oh yeah, and Big Apple Works sent something. There's no way it should work. Weird. All right. Oh my God. So, yeah, cause my, all right. So when I first started joining these streams, oh my God, I'm fucking sweating. When I first started joining these streams, this is how my mentor did it. So I was trying to kind of like do the same thing, and I know all of us used to submit private links. So maybe it's just SoundCloud today being glitchy. So the thing that I just listened to, was that a public track? Oh, it is. Okay, I see. Hey, let's give you a follow, my dude. So this was a public track. So this has something to do with the private stuff. Okay. So weird, because mine's private. Why is mine working? So weird. If you guys want to try my email, let me know. While we do that, I just got a master bag, so I'm about to listen to that bitch. Let's ride. It works on a browser. I'm not signed in on. Okay, so what? So I should sign out? All right. This is a remix I'm doing for a friend. It's going to be featured on some like EP. And I just sent out a little master today. And yo, my fucking master guy. Shout out Santiago from Ecuador, I want to say, or Argentina. Dude, that guy works. He's young. He's a young bull. He works fast. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what it sounds like. You guys could give me critique on this.
also know there are no unknowns. That is to say, we know there are some things we do not know.
Oh wait, I'm muted. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm here. I'm gonna stop muting the mic. Fuck that shit. There's a part of the synth that I did not like, of the break synth. Why can't I hear anything? You guys can't hear anything either. What the fuck? Wait, let me just see. Anna. Fuck. This is what I'm looking at right now. So I gave him the, like, initial thing. Fucking bullshit. Okay, I'll do that after the stream. Sorry, guys. Yeah, he got, like, not the right thing, which is so annoying. Fuck me. This part was right. Okay, so it's the Anna. So stupid. I don't even remember what it was. Why did it, like, change to initial? It's so dumb. Okay, I'll deal with that later after the stream. Garbage. See what I mean? Like, it's the stupidest shit. Alright, so I gotta resend them that. Let's look at your tracks. Let's keep going. Alright, let's do some fab ambience. What the fuck? Bro, none of this is working. There's no way. Okay. P-dubs, send me. Alright, so since this doesn't work. When's the last time you guys, like, updated? Whoa. This is some shit. What if I just email? Yeah, just email the file. Do like what Pete did. He kind of gave me the both. yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that's happening. Let's listen to P Dubs while Fab Ambiance and Monty send me the rest of their stuff in the email. Let's ride. Yo, shout out PD Dubs, bro. That shit was massive. Junglist sound. Bomba clot. Run it up, run it up, run it up. Yo, throw your yeah, good track, man. Good track. Throw your sheet. If you're a subscriber, throw some sheeshes in the chat, because this one deserves a nice sheesh. Yeah, really good stuff. I'm not like I'm not an expert at drum and bass. I do play drum and bass, but like probably like try to make it twice in my life. But or jungle, whatever, not the same thing. But it was really cool. It was really cool stuff. The kick sounded good. The vocals are good. I think the only thing like I want to comment on is we could get that bitch a little louder. I think we could fucking pump that shit up louder. So just be careful with like your peaks and stuff. I did not have my mini meters on. Usually I'll have this on. Let me run it back real quick. Let me just look at some peaks. Very clean, man. Good job. Yo, clap it up. Clap it up for P Dubs. That was really good. Is this a private song or is it like coming out? What are you planning to do with it? Talk to us. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say on this one. This one is in good shape. You're chilling. Yeah, really good stuff. All right. Let's see what else, if anyone sent anything. What do you think you could fix on that? Like, what do you? It seems like it's in good shape, brother. Yeah, I think we're just waiting for some more stuff. What do we got? Pete Dubs, Monty, Steve. I don't have a link from you. If your shit is fucked up, it's all good. Yeah, I don't know why none of this is working. It's so stupid. I've seen this happen, but I'm gonna ask Ernesto, the guy that does these streams. I'm gonna ask him how to fix this. Maybe you guys have to like re-upload it, which is I know is annoying. I don't want this to be a thing. Oh, somebody was saying maybe I should sign out of my. Let's try that. Let's see if that will fix some things. Okay, I signed out. Hey! All right, so we figured it out. We're learning. Yeah. So basically I can't be signed into my thing. That's what it is. Yay. I would rather have the docs thing work, you know? Oh yeah, if you're wondering why I have a cool little crayon band-aid is because I was like trying to rush to get the stream started and oh yeah, I'm not doing that. This is why I get it now. This is why I used to be like, yo, why doesn't my fucking mentor follow me back on SoundCloud? It's because he never had his SoundCloud up. Fucking genius. Anyways, we're gonna listen to some fabricated ambience. Oh, suck my dick, bro. What are we doing? Why can't I just listen? Why is it required to have a gender? Like, I have to verify now? Jesus Christ. And watch me not be able to listen now. Dude. Is it because mine is... I know I have the pro account. So I can't listen? Yeah, we gotta find out a new way. Maybe next stream we'll do like Dropbox or something. 'Cause this is so whack. SoundCloud has been on some shit lately. Like, you can't... Like, I remember that was the place to go. See? It's fucking not letting me. Alright, what'd you say? You sent me, You sent me a WeTransfer? There's gotta be a way. What is this? Oh, of course. Let me play it. I will look into this. So that way, I want it to be the easiest it could be for everyone. Maybe it's going to let me with Facebook. Nope. Dude, this shit is ass. Yo, SoundCloud, you falling off, my G. Fix your shit. Okay. Maybe next link. Next time we do Dropbox. Because that can't go bad, right? Like, or Google Drive. So it's going to be two things you could do. It's going to be Google Drive and Dropbox. I think that's the move. Let me look it up. Okay, so it's saying if the sender sent a private link without making it shareable, only they will be able to play it. The sender needs to generate a shareable private link by clicking share under the player on their track and copying the private sharing link. So there's a private sharing link apparently. Dude, SoundCloud, you're doing the most, bro. Like, it's not that serious. It's because of the, okay. So I guess you gotta do a shareable link. How does that even work? Let me look. Okay, so yeah, I think you have to send this kind of link. So it wouldn't be like your, so it's like you gotta hit the share button probably, and then copy this. Weird. You sent the WeTransfer. Okay. Let's ride. Let's. And even fucking WeTransfer, another one. They used to be so fucking nice. You just send stuff. It's good for like a week. And now, garbage. You know what else I might do? Maybe people could send me music on TrackStack. Do you guys use TrackStacks? Maybe we'll do a poll. Okay, let's listen to this. We'll take some notes. You guys leave some comments as well. Don't let me do this alone. Wonderful. Yo, I just yeah, that was sick. That was sick. That was sick. Um, we got some notes. We'll take some notes, dude. This was really good. Like, you should be releasing this shit. Like, stat. What are we waiting for? You guys got some good stuff. There's some good stuff here. I did take a little bit of notes. This sounds really nice, full, and the thing about these like Afro house songs is there's not a lot that's going on, and so like I mean, it sounds like a lot, but it's not as much as you think. But you need to still make it sound full and like, yeah, just like full and stuff with the little bit that you have. And usually it requires a lot of percussion. You got the drums. You have the Eastern instruments. You got some vocals. Very cool stuff. I love that stuff. That stuff is so cool. Can you guys? Yeah, you guys could hear me, right? We're chilling. Are we chilling? Okay. So I downloaded this. I used to have it. I used to use it to like annoy people while gaming. I feel like I got a little lower, so we're gonna take that off, the voice. Check, 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 check. Oh, it's still the same. All right, it's still the same. We're chilling. Yeah, you could basically like, I want to have like a section where I could like do a little sound effects like the clapping and stuff like that. We'll do all that for next stream. You could like change your voice and stuff like that, you know? Pretty cool. Anyway, we'll keep it chill for today, but we'll add some sound effects like this. Bruh. Okay. So yeah, we'll get that going another time. Let's get back to Kimmy's song. The shaker. The shaker is like a little bit too out there. I would tighten it up. Tighten up the shaker so it could give us a little more transient and kind of punch through. I know you have a lot of space to fill, and I know that was probably a part of it. But overall, I don't have much to say about this track. This was really good. The kick is a little punchy, which is good. But I don't know. Did you get it mastered on Roblox? Yeah, simple is better. Simple is good. If you could fill out that space and be simple, that is the way. This is the way. Yeah, so maybe tighten up that shaker a little bit. It's a little bit like, because I have like, the thing about these songs is you have, it is mastered. Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, it sounds really good. The kick is coming through nice and loud. There's a part of the sub bass that lives behind the kick that I don't necessarily, in my style of music, like I try to keep the kick as the lowest part of the sub. So in that case, what I would do is I would take the kick and I would pitch it more towards the sub, but still in key. So usually what I would do is I would, here, I'll just show you guys. Since we're here, there's not a lot of songs. We could just go over some things. But if there's going to be like a lot of submissions in the future, we probably won't have time to go over a lot of things. We'll probably do it at the end of the stream. But today we have time. And what is it, 9? So, yeah, it's all good. Let me open up this project. What I would usually do is just pitch the kick more towards the sub. And I would want the subbiest part of my bass to live probably like right under my kick. So this is the tail of my kick. And so this is the kick bus. So I have 2 kicks here. This one sounds like that. And then this is the tail. Right. So in my kick bus, since this is techno people do put a little bit of reverb on their kick. Don't suggest you do it anywhere else. Then I have kick tweak, which is this plugin makes it sound like a little more saturated, a little more gritty, a little more nice. Then I have a transient master, basically doing nothing, but I was probably testing out how much attack I could get away with. Sometimes you don't need any, so don't do it just to do it. And then I have this EQ. So if you open up the EQ8, right, I look, and then right after the EQ8, I have my tuner, right? So what I would be looking at is where is it hitting, right? So you could do little peaks like this, and over here on the bottom, like you guys can't see that. 1 second. Okay, so over here on the bottom, right there, it tells you like what key, like the frequency is hitting. So this is G sharp. Before, I'm pretty sure this kick was like over here in like A or F. It was pretty like up here somewhere. So I moved it. Actually, I moved this one up. But usually you would move it down. So the way you do it is you take your kick, right? Just double click and then highlight all of them. And then you warp it to whatever you want to warp it to. Usually it's beats. And then you see this +1 right here. Can you guys see that? So right here, I have it going this way. So I'm actually pitching it forward, pitching it up. But usually what I would do is I would pitch it down. I would make it go more towards the sub like this. So you just basically just turn it. And you could count on your keyboard how many notes it will take to get to wherever you want to go. Yeah, so you see that's way more over here now. So if you wanted like your kick to live somewhere else, I'm gonna Control Z. You basically would just pitch it and then check in your EQ8 that it's hitting where you want it to hit. And then when it's not enough, like you don't see on your tuner like what key it's hitting on, then you could start pulling up a little bit. Do like a high shelf. No, like whatever this thing is. This little octagon thing. And then make your Q smaller. So that way this little triangle thing is like small. Like skinny. You know, you don't want to pull up like this. You want to pull up like that. Like skinny and then less than 6 dBs, I would say. Because then you're going to create like a lot of resonance and it's going to be too boomy. So, in your song, I did see that like your kick and your sub bass were like the kick was in the middle and then your sub bass was behind it and then there was another bass in front of it. And it sounded fine. Like, I don't think it sounded bad, but I think it was making your kick louder than it should be. So I think there was one frequency of your bass that needed to get either ducked or your kick to be moved up or down, one or the other. That's usually my problem with all these things. Okay, so shaker, to make your shaker more like less, more transient and less wide, I guess. So what I usually do is I'll just go to, let me find something that's, all right, so like this is my ride and it's like, right, let's say I didn't want it to be so full. You could warp it to beats. You guys could see that, right? So beats right here. Then you have your transients right here. Click down and have your arrow pointing this way. And then you could take this 100 and start pulling down to your liking. So if I didn't want that to be so big, so like wide, which I do because everything else is pretty tight, I would do it like that. A lot of my techno stuff is in MIDI because I do it like in simpler, and it allows me to control these things a little better this way too as well. See, like that's my shaker. Where is it? There it is. It's very like, you know, I don't want it to be like all over the place. But you choose wisely what your sounds would do. Other than that, I don't have a lot of complaint. I think it's a fucking really, really good track, and I can't wait for you to put it out. To be honest, I kind of want to like take a quick listen again. Unless someone else submitted something. Oh, yeah, we got something else from you too. All right, let's do another one. That was really good. That's very little to talk about there. Bass too loud. Your bass was, I don't think it was too loud. I think it was too in the way. I think it was too much interfering with the kick together, which made your kick louder. But I don't think it was too loud. So whenever you guys do want to make sure your bass is not too loud, you check here, your span spectrum. You want your kick to be here. You want your bass to be like, so what is this? 45? Yeah, so 42, 45, like 3 less. Like, not dBs. This is a different, I think this is loose, I want to say. Other than that, that was a fucking phenomenal track. I have a similar song to that. All right, let's do, is this a new one? Oh, this is a new one. All right, let's ride. You guys ready? Let's ride. Oh, it's the same song? All right, my bad. Yep. We do got the same song. I did want to hear it again, but if we have more music, I'd rather listen to that. We are figuring things out. Okay. You guys could hear that? Let's ride.
gracioso el guataquí, guataquí, guataquí. Qué 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 gracioso el guataquí, 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 guataquí.
All right. Yo, fire. I love that like Latin New York style. Colombian, wherever. All the influences of New York in house music. It's literally my favorite. I've been kind of like jumping back into that. I kind of got tired of the old generic shit and of the new generic shit. Going backwards nowadays. Actually, the mix that I'm haven't done yet, but I will submit to Kimmy for her radio station. I'm blanking out. Sorry. Bound Chicken Wow Wow, welcome in, cousin. Yeah, I'm gonna go definitely that way. It's like my heart and my soul. I'm not Latin American. I'm not Latin at all. I'm not Spanish, but growing up in the Bronx, it definitely has an influence on you, and you gotta hone in on it. You know what I mean? So let's get into this song. I'm sorry, my guy, but I have the most critique for you because I think your stuff has a lot of potential, and I think you are very, very creative. So because of that, I want you to do good and I want you to succeed. So I do have some stuff for you, and I could tell this was not a master track. So I hope it will actually apply to you, because I would really love to hear this song like come through very, very nice and clean and unique, which is already kind of there. So let's help you out. Okay, so your percussion, be careful of having all your like Latin percussive elements on top of each other. They're very, very, they could get very loud very quick. So just what I would do is, this is not a good example. Let me go to this song. Basically, what I would do is I would look at where those elements are happening, and wherever there's ones, like let's say there's a congo and a bongo and they're in different channels, don't let them hit at the same time. That's basically it. That's like the best way to explain it. Let me see if I could like give you an example. All right, that's a lot of layering. All right, like things like this. So we got like a shaker layer and a loop and another loop, right? So like if this was a percussive element, like a congo or a bongo, like you see like right here. So something is happening here and then something's happening here. So what I would do is I would delete these parts. So just be careful of things like that. Or if it was something like this is happening and this is happening, and they're the same kind of like element, I would choose one or the other. So I would probably delete this one and keep these hitting right here on the sides. So this is very, see, like they're very like thin, so it doesn't really get in my way, and I do that by that, like I lower it a lot and stuff like that. So just be careful with like things being too loud and on top of each other. That's one. Two, hi-hats can come up. I was watching your your waveforms and the spectrum on the side there. Your hi-hats could come up, man. Like it should be like you should be seeing some like other colors than red. Red is like the bass, like how the record box works. You should be seeing like some claps, some snares, some of those bluish, whitish elements kind of come up a bit. That's an easy fix. You could do that either with the volume in your like buses, or you could just raise it in your like master channel. I usually do a little boost, but sometimes it's not enough. So just check that out. The best way to do it is referencing. Check out a real like song, like maybe reference like Carlos Manassa or what's his name? Dude, I'm like fucking blanking out. This is harder than I thought. Like any one of the New York guys, like fucking reference one of their songs or whatever song you like already play in your DJ sets. And see where their shit is going. By seeing, I mean, like, don't trust your ears. Like, look at your spectrum and do theirs, see where theirs is hitting, and then do yours. Like, raise it up to be the same level. I could go over, like, referencing stuff next stream as well. Second thing is... Oh, you're translating? Cool. Oh, Choose. Yeah, perfect example. Choose the Ceballos, Choose... Carlos Manaz, a lot of those Portuguese, Spain, Madrid, those guys are amazing. They're like my favorite. Oscar G, like there's so many good ones. The snares could come up. So your build up, I could hardly feel the build up coming. And there's like a sound in there that is giving us that uplift, but the snares I want that shit like I want it going, you know, like use like a utility, kind of raise it up.
Them bricks is way too high, you need to cut it. Your price is way too high, you need to cut it.
Alright, so stuff like that. Also, I was showing OCJ, thanks for stopping in. I was showing him yesterday about a little trick you could do. So you could take a utility, and right before your drop, you could like go 0 to max, right? So what is 0 to max? It's just your utility. And what you do is you do an automation, right, in your master channel. Wait, are we in master? No, we're not. Okay, so in your master channel, you do an automation, right? So right before your drop, you could go 0 to max with this. Okay, we're at 0. Right, so you could go. It's technically not 0 to max, but you know what I mean. That's what it's called. So you do like a little thing like this. So now, at the end of your build up, it'll like go 0 and then back up real quick. Like you can't even hear it. You know what I mean? Like it won't be. It gives the speakers a little break, like especially your sub bass speakers, gives it a little break just to kind of like go boom. And for me, like I don't have a kick going on there, so I wouldn't do that, but you do. So right before that kick comes in, you go 0 max, boom, right away. Like it takes literally like a second, like right, like, so like not even a second. You can't even hear it, but it will do justice, I promise. What else I got for you? At 2 minutes, it kind of got a little stagnant. So like around here, there's not much going on. Right here. That's cool, but you got to keep changing it up like every 8 bars. Something else needs to come in. My suggestion is the other comment I had for you, and this will be the last one, is more drum progression in your song itself, right? So you start off with hats, you add the claps, then you add the percussion, then you add the top loop, whatever, right? And then what else? Like something else needs to happen. I would suggest maybe some rim shots, maybe a ride. So something about the ride, it gives it like energy. So even though that section might not have a lot going on in there, you put a fucking ride in there and people are moving again. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want it to have downtime. Downtime is only on break time. So the break, also, you have like the kick and bass come in.
Guataqui, Guataqui, gracioso el Guataqui, Guataqui, Guataqui.
That's good, right?
Gracioso el Guataqui, 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 Guataqui. Gracioso el Guataqui.
Yeah. And then so on the second drop, I want you to give us everything. I want you to give us like the hi-hats and the fucking and everything. I want everything, and then to start dying down. That would be my my advice on this track. Very good stuff. I would love to see this come to life. I would fucking play this shit. That ass. I hope you finish it, and I hope you send it to me. Reference. Yeah, so if you think referencing is cheating, you're bugging, because none of us here are 20-year like producers. And even when I send my song to like a fucking amazing engineer that's getting trained by like some famous guy that got like fucking Oscars and awards and shit, whatever, not Oscar, whatever the fuck they get. That guy uses reference tracks. He asks me to send him reference tracks too, so he could know like where to even go from. We all should be using reference tracks, even if it's just. It doesn't have to be for the idea. The heart of the song is already there. You're good. Just get some referencing on what it should sound like, which is in a good space already. But like, you want it to be fully polished, you fucking listen to a real song that's doing numbers on Beatport or whatever. Choose, perfect example. Christian Arango, like all these guys, man, fucking amazing stuff. Why wouldn't we use that to our advantage? You know what I mean? So that is the feedback. Yeah, you're welcome. I hope you guys got something out of that. We need to do like a little clappy thing. How do I add one? There's got to be a way to add one. Soundboard? They changed a lot here. Add soundboard. Yeah. I think I got this. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. Has anyone else submitted anything? Let's see. Refresh. No, it seems like to be the same. There was a good amount of submissions, and I'm really sad that like the SoundCloud thing wasn't working. I think personally, it's not like the link that's right below. I think it's the link, like they were saying on Google, you gotta like share link. So it's a share link, even though it's private. Let's try that again next week. I will also add a Dropbox and Google Drive thing as well. So we'll try all those. I just want it to be easier for you guys. Like, you know, I don't want it to be like yeah, we need this bitch. We're gonna add a little pedazzle to the stream. Spazzazzle. Yo, pretty cool though. I'm very satisfied with what I'm hearing. It was only 3 songs. For a future, if we have more music, it'll definitely be a little quicker. Will be the same in-depth stuff, but I probably will not be going into my Ableton and showing how to do things until the end of the stream. Because we're going to need to save time and stuff. Yay, we did it. That was really loud probably for you guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, so if we don't have anything else, and you guys don't have any questions, yeah, we could do Dropbox next. I think that's might be the safest way. And if you don't have Dropbox, Google Drive, or you could just email it to me. I think that's gonna be the move. We're figuring things out, you know. We got the submissions. This was just a test stream, and I'm glad you guys were very patient and hanging out with me. If you have any questions, right now would be the time. It doesn't have to be about production. It could be about streaming. It could be about Rekordbox. It could be about speakers. It could be about whatever. Fucking Electric Forest was lit. You guys want to ask me about that? That shit was sick. You want to go to a good festival, you go to one that's been running for like 15 years. Like, that's a good fucking festival. Like Burning Man, great festival. Why? It's been around for fucking so many years. P-Dubs, good fucking song, dude. Your shit was so fire. I can't wait for you to release that. I don't know if it's released or not, but it's a fucking good ass song, dude. I love drum and bass. I love jungle. Always been a fan. Yo, clap it up for Pete Dubs. Hell yeah. Oh, wait, I got another one. We could do let me open up my record box. We're going to do a Funkmaster Flex. Drop the bomb. Facts. Hell yeah. OCJ, I'm expecting to hear something from you next week, buddy. Unacceptable, man. Unacceptable. I can't believe you didn't submit anything. I'm just joking. Samples. Funkmaster Flex Bomb. Yeah. Let's ride. Yo, this stream is about to be the littest stream in the fucking world. I just need to figure out all these windows and stuff. Don't really. Then maybe we'll do some gaming together. We could talk about like, there was one when I was streaming during COVID. I used to have people like submit their artwork. So we'll do like a little bit of DJing, we'll do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then we'll like talk about your art, graffiti, fucking people were like submitting sneakers they like drew on and hooked up. It was so sick. Yeah, OCJ, unacceptable, man. I'm really upset at you. I'm just joking. No, I'm really glad we're starting to do this. Kimmy, OCJ, Monty, Pete Dubs, if you guys do want to, you guys want to run some zombies? Let's run it. I actually raged out on Call of Duty and deleted it not that long ago. But I do play Fortnite. I play Escape from Tarkov. I play Valorant. These are all like computer games. I don't know what you guys are running over here. We could do some CSGO maybe, or CS2. What is it now? It's CS2, I think. Some Counter-Strike, my Ukrainian ass. Yeah, we could run it up. What else? We're going in dark. Let's ride. You guys like that? Did my voice change? I can't hear it. Wait, maybe I could hear it. Turn myself off. Let's ride. Yeah. Fun stuff. We're gonna do some fun stuff with the stream. Maybe I'll get like some backgrounds and some visual stuff going on too. I don't think that's important right now, but if we could get enough people to submit and we get enough people to like join us and have some, I'm gonna make some content out of this for sure. We'll make some funny moments. But yeah, if you guys don't got nothing from me, yeah, if you want to send one now, try sending one in the chat in that thing. We'll do one more and then we'll call it a night. But send it like this. Like I think you have to go into your SoundCloud. And then on your private track, you go to share and then copy this thing. Send me that into the let's see if this works, cuz we're trying to figure out this fucking myth over here. SoundCloud is being a bitch and we need to figure this out. So, let's see if yours works. My dude. Go to my docs. Let me know when you submit, my boy. OCJ is another talented young producer. Fucking killing it. Me and him went on Zoom yesterday. He was one of the people that bought my song, Synth Lake. If you guys want to listen to that, you could hit my Spotify. Oh, wait. That might not be the right one. So I started a new artist page called Dimitri Bender, which is my real name. Yeah, so it's a different link. I will send it in a second. But OCJ was one of the ones that supported my song, so I offered him an hour on Zoom to just go over his song. I wasn't trying to like teach him anything. We weren't trying to like fucking do anything, but we spent like a good 2 hours just like bullshitting and talking about music and his stuff. And I went over like a small little loop of his, and you know, I showed him like some of the ways that I do things. He showed me some of the ways that he does things, and they were probably bringing in the same results, but it's good to know both ways. Sometimes you need options. We worked on his bass. We talk about his kick. I'm always going to talk about kicks. Just know that. Stuff like that. And it was very helpful to him, and it was very cool for me too. And so if you guys do want to do like a one-on-one thing with me, I'm going to be setting that up. And if you do buy my song, just send me a receipt and I'll set that up with you. And then for future sign-ups, I will have a Calendly where you could sign up, choose a time, and then I either agree to that time or not. And that's the way we're going to do it. That's the way we're going to do it. All right, so OCJ needs a minute, and we'll go over his song. I'm almost more. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, it worked. What the fuck? Is this wait, hold on. Is this private? Is this a private song? Yes, it has to be. This track is private. Yeah. So what the fuck happened? Maybe we just throw it in the stream like this. We'll just do it like that. What the fuck? All right, let's take a listen. Kind of running out of note space here. I have my notebook somewhere, but I couldn't find it. right, OCJ with the switch off. I don't know. Swith off. Yo, great track. My comment for you will be the same comment as yesterday, when we were on our 101. Your biggest enemy is gonna be those continuous synths, my dude, and because they sound really pleasant right now in our headphones and in our speakers, but when you play these songs out at a club or at festival, a lot of those speakers are just wired into each other. They're in mono. They're practically in mono, because like this crowd can't get one side and this crowd gets another side of like this panned out. You know what I mean? Like they usually don't do that. So be careful with the width of your song. The width of your song is very important because right now it sounds very pleasant. I know it. I know it sucks, dude. But that part, like the continuous synths, really, really wide. Like even when we had our mini meters up, if you check this section right here, watch. I'm going to play like the middle part here. Hold on. I want to make it like stuck there. Hold on. Pin to top. All right, here we go. So see this part right here, like this part in this section? This is showing us like the width of the speaker. Your kick and your bass needs to be like full mono. So it should be like giving us not a fucking perfect line, but you need to choose wisely what elements of your mix are going to be wide and what elements of your mix are going to be in mono. This will allow you to have like the most clarity of your mix, and the most like punchiness, and it'll be louder. Like it'll be way more louder when you're done and mastered. There won't be these like half-ass peaks. These half-ass peaks are because things are just they're going everywhere, and you're probably compressing it, and then so now it's not like a perfect line, which is also stupid, but you want to make sure that your main elements, anything that's the loudest element, right? So your main elements are your kick, your bass, your clap, your snares, and then any continuous sound. Like you don't want it to be mono, but you also don't want it to be super wide, because once this gets played on a phone or on a speaker, that sound is not going to sound this pretty. And you need to make sure that sound does sound that pretty even when in mono. So that's all I'm saying. So just be careful with these wide elements. I had the same issue. Actually, I'll show you guys the song. We're kind of going into this like Eastern Asian Indian kind of like vibe, which I love. I did this song for a friend who passed away, but I have not released this song, and I don't think I will for a while. But it's kind of the same vibe, and I had that same. This is how I know about it, is because I had the same issue with that song. Let's see if I could find it. It's called Untethered. You guys probably never even heard the song. It should be coming up. Very similar to what you guys are playing, what you and Kimmy are working on. And I think you guys should exchange music. Here it is. All right. You hear that sound? That sound used to be really wide and fucking pretty, like your sound over there. But I had to tame it in for it to live cohesively on a mono speaker. Yeah, DJ Meech makes fucking this kind of music too. See that sound right there, the that used to be really wide as well. So it happens where these sounds are like, you get them and they're sung in these like big rooms and big reverby settings where they just are naturally really wide. So be careful. Yes, Kimmy, so good to have you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna wrap it up after this. We'll be live next week, and I want you to be a part of the stream. I want you to sit in and give some advice as well. We'll talk about that later. You have a great night. Peace. All right, I want to play the whole thing. It's a little bit of a bittersweet song for me, but you see how there were certain sounds like that, bro. Like I chose that to be wide, and then the continuous one, I had to dumb it down. I had to bring it because it's so continuous. I can't have that not be heard well when it's time to play like on another speaker. So thank you, bro. This song is very dear to me. So I have not released it. I don't think I will anytime soon, but I think it's a pretty good song. And this was a whole year ago. My production skills since then till now, I feel like improved a little bit. But also like, I know I turned it on at the end, but like when you watch right here, this section, it should be like, the top should have like the togetherness, and then the outside should kind of do like a thing like this. Looks like a drop, like that. So this indicates that it is mono, and this indicates like the sides. But the sides shouldn't be like way outside. It should have an ending. So like if you look at it, it should kind of be like that. Okay, yeah, so that was Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I like that song a lot too. It was actually some of those instruments were played live. Like the violin was live. Some of the banjo or whatever the fucking those plucky sounds, those were live. So like, and then the rest I think was like, I was sent stems. This was a remix for that kid. But it was a fun one to work on, and it's hard to tame these instruments down, but once you do, it'll punch through the mix way better. So I think that'll be all for tonight, guys. I don't have my CDJ back, so that's another reason why I'm not DJing today, and I think this was very good. We got some stuff done. We fixed some of our things. We got some soundboard fucking sounds. Let's ride. We need to get some more. I'm going to hook this up. We're going to hook this up. It's going to be a fun and engaging stream for everyone. With that being said, I'll plug myself in real quick. We'll do some plugs. Check me out on Spotify. Check me out on SoundCloud. Submit your tracks for next week. I'll do another link for that, and I'm gonna fix that so we could do like a Dropbox and a Google Drive. And I think I figured it out. If I just open them up in Edge, like Microsoft Edge instead of Google Chrome, it worked. I don't know. Your thing, I just literally clicked on it and it worked. So yeah, check that out. I do have a YouTube channel. There's some mixes there. Oh, that didn't work. But whatever. There is a YouTube channel. It's DJ Meech. Same way you write it everywhere else. On Friday, Manifest Festival, we got the homies playing. We got, of course, dude, anytime, man. And I would love for you to sit on the stream as well. We'll do like a Discord or Zoom. And you could make some comments too, because you have a lot of knowledge yourself, and I think we should be helping each other. Manifest Festival, July 4th on Friday. I am not playing, but I will be playing before the festival at 5 p.m. at a secret location, and it'll be a fundraiser for pregnant women in Palestine. So not only pregnant women, but that's going to be kind of the focus, because the lady that's throwing this event is having a baby, and she wants to do a fundraiser for some of the women in Gaza. So we're going to be doing that on Friday, and then heading over to Manifest Festival. We'll probably spend the rest of the night there. If you guys want to join, hit me up. We'll all link up. We'll ride out. Let's leave. Have a good night, everyone. DJ Meech out. Hope to see you next week. Submit your tracks. Keep working. Keep helping. Love y'all. Peace.
Cut it. that I'm sorry. My bad. I'ma skate off in a Rari. Keep 36 by my side. I'ma go get me a bite. Keep 45 on my side. Look at my niggas, you die. All of my niggas say blood. All of my niggas say cub. See, I find me a plug. I got it straight out the mud.